Good morning. Hello. Welcome to the Coffee and Conversation with my hubby and I as we share with you every first Monday of the month to encourage you before your month begins. So we come to encourage you. So here we go. As you get ready to join on, make sure you like, you share all of that great stuff. Let's grow. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi,
Good morning.
husband.
Hello. Buenos dias. Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning out there? And I almost forgot I didn't have my mic on. I'm talking all low. But good morning, everybody out there in social media world. We're always glad to join with you. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera. How do I get to where I'm looking at the camera? I feel like that. Here we go. I can move this over. There we go. We're always glad to join with you on our mornings to make sure that we touch base with you on the very first. Is it the first Monday of the month?
Yep, first Monday of the month.
I know you see us in different magnitudes, right? You see us. Sometimes you may see us on our business platform, the Lions Den, dealing with business and trying to make sure we grow in business. You may see us on my wife's platform where she's dealing with marriage, ministry, money, in different perspectives. Then you come here and you see us on this platform where we're dealing with just life in general. We like to talk to you on our coffee conversation platform from our ministry, from a ministry perspective. Because why? We are literally moving in all different facets. God has blessed us to be able to matriculate in every one of those locations. So wherever you're catching us at, hope you always know what that we're trying our best to serve you from our experiences. We've been through a lot. We've done a lot. We're young. We're very young. We're in our 40s. I'm gonna do that for my wife's sake. We're in our 40s. And we got a lot of life to live, but I believe much is given, much is required. And so God has done a lot for us and sent us through a lot. So we want to make sure we always bring that to you. So this is our coffee and conversation by way of our new Destiny page, where we love every member. Thank God for each of you, visitor. But we like to say, good morning, good morning. We like to say a
Good
new Destiny,
morning.
changing our minds to change the world. We are. So we embrace every lesson, and we almost like a scientist. Some people go through lessons, life. No, 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 no. We go through lessons, we grab it, we stop it, and we start analyzing it. Man, what was that experience for? Why did we go through that? Who can we help? In every experience, we catch those experiences, whether it's marriage experiences, whether it's life experiences, whether it's money experiences.
Right.
We grab them, we micro analyze them to make sure two things. Number one, we don't go through it anymore. We don't want to go
Right.
struggle twice. But then we want to make sure that we can break it down in steps and processes and procedures, and then we turn around and flip it out there and say, okay, now it's going to be a lesson. So if we change our mind and we learn from it, then we can turn around and try to change the world. So that's a little bit
Right.
about us. Anything you want to share us with that before we get rolling on topic for today?
Yes, I want to say good morning to New Destiny. To everybody out there, good morning, good morning. We're on the YouTube channel for New Destiny as well as Facebook, all of that. Good morning, good morning. We come with our coffee and our conversation, baby,
I
to
ran
encourage you.
out.
To you ran out to
Mm-hmm.
encourage and to empower. But most of all, to just kind of talk about ministry. We're always talking about, like he said, we always talk about life, love, marriage, ministry, and money. And this is the place in Coffee Conversation that we just kind of talk about real life stuff, ministry stuff, about God and the importance of Him. Now, in every segment, we're going to always talk about the Lord because we're pastors, we're leaders. For those of you that's watching the first time, we are the pastors. My husband is the bishop. I'm the pastor of New Destiny Church in Cold Spring, Texas. Listen, We rock out together. We do ministry together and been doing ministry together for some years now. And I love doing ministry with him. I pray he still loves doing ministry with me. But with that, we realized through all that, and as he said, we didn't learn a lot, and we're young and we have so much more to learn. But one of the things that our bishop, our covering, our father, shout out to him and Lady Woodard, don't tell me who you over till you tell me who you under, our covering, Bishop and Lady Woodard, taught us one of the things that we learned throughout the process is that in life, I don't know where I was going with that, but in life, you life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? And throughout life, there's a lot of stuff that this is what I was gonna say. Bishop would have taught, he told us, he said, God can trust you. Told you that, husband. I don't know if you remember that years ago. God
Yeah.
can trust you. And I believe that God can trust you. And when you say you, that's us, right? Trust us because of the simple fact that we don't mind telling our business after we've learned the lesson, and we do our best not to bleed after we learn the lesson, or sometimes it's during the lesson, depending on what segment you're in with us or what you're doing with us. It just depends on where you are with that. But today, man, we want to talk about a topic that is, I did it on my TikTok, but I was like, babe, can you do this with me? And I don't have no points, husband. So we're going to run.
Oh,
I'm just going to freestyle.
hey, I want to say this real quick before we get going too
Mhm.
far. I was trying to share this real quick. But okay, we go right here. I'm just gonna share my screen real quick. I want to make sure because some people are gonna jump off, and I want to share this. My wife is gonna slap me in my hand.
Oh, no.
But ask for forgiveness and not permission. How do I share? How do I share? How do I share? How do I share? Present, share, screen,
He's so
uh,
tech savvy. See, I don't know how to do all that.
and then I'm gonna go here, here, share. Let me know can they see my screen. You gotta
Yeah, I
give
can see
them,
it.
you gotta get them permission. So real quick, I want to share with y'all. We can
Pull
make it
it up,
larger.
make it bigger.
Yeah, let me stop sharing that way, and I'm gonna share this way.
See, if
Present.
I had known you was doing that, husband, I would have had your
Oh,
back.
you know,
I got you.
I didn't think about
I
it.
got you. See, I'm just as tech savvy as you.
Go ahead, then, Gal. Oh, you off?
I did something wrong. My bad.
But
Oh,
anyways,
I don't know how to do it.
I
Never
do,
mind.
I do one time. So I go back to it one time. Share. I'm gonna share one.
We
Here we
try,
go.
y'all. We do have a topic, so don't run off. Watch the replay. Thank y'all for rocking out. Those of you that are on, we do have
Share
a
that.
topic that we want to talk about, but he want to
I
share
want, I
this
want to
first.
share.
Hold
Y'all, I
on,
don't
let
know
me
if
move
guys like
this.
that, but
Okay, there we
anyways,
go.
I'll make it larger. But anyways, I want to share this with y'all real quick. We are getting ready tomorrow. Tomorrow, for those who are interested, I want to throw this in there because some of y'all are going to jump off later. You're going to watch this early and then jump off. I want to throw this out there. Listen, this is a financial literacy course that we're offering tomorrow. Tomorrow, free of charge. Free of charge. Invite your children, invite your spouse, invite your mama and her cousins. We as a culture and a community need to become more financially responsible. I promise you this lesson we've shared this lesson in multiple locations, multiple places. I want to invite you. So we're gonna put more information. If you watch this for New Destiny, and you know how to drop the link to pre-register, drop it in. If not, we'll be sharing the link at the. Oh, look how fast that happened. Somebody, I almost got excited. I almost started shouting. Anyways,
You so
but listen, I want y'all to get the information, share it, and I'll share it again at the end. But I want to drop in here right now. More information in, more about it. All right, I'm done, baby. I'm gonna stop sharing.
all right. So join us with that Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, no matter where you at. Free.com. I tell people all the time, especially in the den, when you hear free.com, great information that you're able to learn and grow in. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the topic again for those that's rocking now. Make sure you like, share all of that, and dialogue with us as we talk about this topic. You know, if we coming with a topic. We got to come
Yes.
with a topic. And I thought about this when you were talking earlier, is that this is so important. You heard the song "No Pain, No Gain," right? I did a
Take me,
video on my TikTok.
you took me so far back. My mama, that was my mama's favorite song. I used to, boy, you took me back to some. Boy, I was in the front room watching cartoons while my mama playing that. I'm sorry, you took me too far. Man, I was.
You a
Sorry.
mess. But no pain, no gain, right? And here's the thing with and when I thought about it, it was just on my mind so much yesterday. And I did a post on my TikTok and I realized, man, you know, you hear that song and you think, I don't know what she was singing about. We was just jamming to it, right? But the thing about it, when I thought about it, I'm like, man, really and truly, everything we've experienced have had pains and gains.
Yep, yep, yep.
Without the pain, there wouldn't have been no gains, right? We've
Yep.
lost some, we've learned some, we've lost again, we've gained, we went through pain, we gain again, we go through pain. That's every individual that's watching this. If you're watching the replay and you're rocking out, or you're watching me right now, I dare you to type in the screen, no pain, no gain. No
Okay.
pain, no gain. Man, you are in a place, or wherever you are, and there's adversity, there's trials, there's tribulations. It reminds me of a lot of people that I know in the Bible, right? One of the persons that's in the Bible, Noah. Noah had to go about making a boat, right? In the midst of Noah making a boat, one of the things that I realized was that him creating this boat, he still had to go through trials. He still had to go through tribulations with people, right? Ain't no telling people not believing him, doubting him, not believing in what he was doing. That's just one person. You got Job. Job that was sick, his friends doubted him, the pain that he experienced in his body. It's almost like God designed the Bible for us to see a perspective of so many people in the Bible to see, okay, if you got pain in your body, look at Job. If you got people dogging you out, talking about you, look at Noah. Okay, you done made some mistakes. Look at David. David made some mistakes. He slept around, messed up. But look at the outcome of David, right? Who else in the Bible? You got, come on here, Queen Sheba and Queen Vesta. You got
Yep.
Queen Sheba. I mean, did I say that right? Queen Sheba, yeah, and Queen Vesta. Queen Sheba that would not submit to her husband. But you know what? Queen Esther realized that I'm going to fight for my people, but there was some things she had to go through to fight. You understand what I'm saying? It's
That's
like the
exactly.
outcome of everyone that I can sense in the Bible, because I'm biblically nosy. I'm like, God, you sent them through pain, but the outcome of it was a major gain. TD Jake said something that blew my mind the other day, and I posted it. He said these words. He said, the award for success is
Ah,
attack. Woo!
man.
The reward for success. Oh, type that. The award for success is attack. You will become attacked. And this is the thing, I think what we messed up at as individuals, and what I thought, you know, I always tell people all the time when I first got saved, I was like, oh, this is it. Like, this is where I'm about to live and I'm living my best life. I'm like, I'm going to live my best life, not realizing that that's when my life really, really began, when I learned how to go through the pain and understanding that I can't fight this battle, that God really had to fight it for me. I can't put my hands on people, because God, the pain of it is understanding that, God, I really got to trust you in this, even when I can't trace you, even when I don't know where you're at, and I'm trying to figure it out. But God always remind us, let's go back to scripture. Come here.
Yes.
Let's go
Yes.
back to scripture. Come here, Mary. Woo, come here. When Mary wept before the Lord because her brother was dead. Come on, somebody. When Mary and Martha, I want to show you the difference between just serving me and serving others. Understand? You want an example? Let me show the example. You understand what I'm saying? It's
That's
like, it's
exactly.
what we experience in pain. Yes, it hurts. So when I heard TD Jake say that, I was like, the first thing I thought about was no pain, no gain. You know, like at
Yep.
the end of the day,
I love
every
that story.
attack, this one right here, get saved. Come on back. Come back.
I'm trying.
But every attack is a reward.
Yep.
And it's understanding you, it don't feel like it. And I'm not talking about these minor people talking about me. They know, I'm talking about that. I'm
Mhm.
talking about when your character is hit. I'm talking about when your body is hit and you can't do nothing about it because you want to tell your truth, but you can't. You want
Exactly.
to say, Lord, heal my body, but God said no, because I'm trying to do something within you that's going to be life changing. And you may not see the victory on this side, but I'm going to show you on the other side. I'm telling you, it blew my mind and it did something to my spirit when I heard him say that. And all I could think about was no pain, no gain. If you
You
don't
know,
go through no pain, you won't gain nothing.
and what it does for me, it makes me focus on what we are as Christians. I believe, and I'm gonna be so honest right now, and I may hurt somebody's feelings, but I believe we become wimps as Christians right now because we want everything so easy and everything so given to us. And listen to this here. I want you to understand this here. I want you to write this down. Don't type this in unless you can type that fast. I don't care. I want you to write this down. We are underdeveloped saints. We are
Ooh,
underdeveloped saints. The reason why we are underdeveloped saints because listen, for you to become what God has for you, what God believes you to be, He has to put you through. But God won't put you through more than you can handle. And if you're telling Him you can't handle it, He'll stop. But by
come
Him
on.
stopping, that means your development has stopped. By Him not putting you through in your marriage is not developing. By Him not putting you through with your children, your relationship with your children. If you don't go through financially, God won't grow you. The one thing about every person who goes to the gym, they know for me to get stronger, I got to do resistance training. For me to get stronger, I got to lift more weight. I got to continue to listen. The more weight I lift, sweetheart, my muscles get stronger, and the stronger I get, the more weight I can lift. But if I go to the
Mhm.
gym and I'm always lifting a small weight, I never grow. That means what happens is that God said, I can't put nothing on you. Because the moment I
Right.
put you through, you break down, you quit, you give up. The
Come on.
strongest people in the Bible is the people who went through the most, who got the biggest testimony, who passed the biggest test. And so I guess I want to make sure we say loud and proud here. What we're telling you as those who are listening, I hope you're getting this in your spirit. We're telling you those who are listening, hang in there. If God brought you to it, listen, I'm telling you right now, if we sit here on this live right now and begin to share with you everything we've been through since shoes, how long we've been married together. I'm gonna say when we started together, from the moment we got together to now. Man, me and
Yeah.
my old wife, we don't need much entertainment. We can sit back and reminisce and, and just entertain ourselves. We have gone through a lot, but we are not where we used to be because
No.
we let God take us through.
It take me all the way back to the day of our marriage, to the day of having our children. We had to pray about it. We were unable to have our first child. You know what I'm saying? It took forever. We had to go through the pain of that. We had to go through, and God got the gain of it was, the it's the testimony in it. And the testimony in it, just to give a snippet of it, was trying to get pregnant and wasn't able to, and now you find yourself looking at other people like, okay, all these teenagers getting pregnant, all these people getting pregnant, I can't get pregnant, and da 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 da. And why, Lord, me? Why is this happening to me? Right? Then
Yeah,
we're going to the doctor, and no, it took what, 9 months for this to happen. In the day, this is how God works. It was the day that they were finna do the in vitro. Am I saying that right?
yeah,
Yeah, they were getting ready to prep me for that. It was that day. And even though we went 2 weeks before, 2 weeks before having the starting the process of that, one of the things that we realized, we get to the doctor, and all of a sudden they had already took so many tests, and now the Lord set it up to where we go in the doctor and we find out I'm 4 or 5 weeks pregnant. Come on. It makes you appreciate, because can't nobody get the glory because the doctor said no, but God says yes. But it was the pain of that. But this is the thing that get me. That's one situation. Then we got other situations that we went through. 23 years of pain, 23 years of going through, 23 years of trials and all of this. But what happens is, let's talk about this. Here we go. You ready?
yes,
Brace
ma'am.
yourself. Here we go. People want other people's gain, but don't want to go through their pain. Let's talk.
And listen,
People want other people, and I'm not
right,
saying that for us. I'm just saying anybody you see
anybody.
out here on social, and I'm not knocking. I love social media.
Listen,
Social media is, go ahead.
this is why it's dangerous to jump into somebody else's relationship because just because you like
You
that
almost made me
person,
spit out the.
just this is why you listen because you immediately jump from your place of no pain in the middle of their marriage, and you think it's good because he's treating her a certain way, and yeah, you get the man, but also you get the hell that they've been dealing with. And so the first 3 months, yeah, it's good, but now I realize this man not for me. This man do this man because you walk you the weight of her marriage begin to come on you. And only she was stronger to carry the weight because she went through the pain and the suffering to be able to build herself up for that. That's why you can't handle her job. That's why you can't handle, her marriage. That's why you can't handle her career. That's why you can't handle everything she's been through spiritually. Don't speak under her tongues. You're going to have the weight of her demons coming at you.
Come at
Whenever
you.
you move in someone else's vein, you're moving in someone else's pain. And
Yeah.
they've been trained for it. And you just want to walk right in.
Woo! Come here.
You can't walk into somebody's shoes with no training. You better make sure it's like even a double dutch. I gotta make sure I gotta walk in with the same rhythm that you had. If I can't move with your rhythm and with your strength, I might as well stay over here and just enjoy from the view because I can't do what you do.
I can't do what you do. And I think that's the thing that get me is that some people don't realize that, okay, you want what someone else has. Our favorite show for those, we have a little hood show. It's okay though. Alabama, whatever it's called,
Yeah,
Bill Boone.
marriage.
Yeah, people want, and it's not even just in marriage, but it's in things. It is in things that people want what other people want, but they don't want to go through the pain of this. I promise you, you will never be able to understand somebody's story unless you've been there. You
Yeah,
would never be able to understand their pain unless you've been there. And here's the thing that I had to learn. I can't judge nobody else's pain
no,
because your pain is your pain and what you've been through is what you've been through. But just because you could handle it, don't mean that I can handle it. Just
yes.
because you were able to endure it, and people say, well, I don't understand why. Man, don't judge what you don't understand
I was
because
just
you don't know what that person can endure and what that person can go through. But this is what I learned about pain. Another part to this. Oh, let me say this. And I don't like nobody. Oh, Tanya, I want to make sure this is right to say. I love my children. I really, really do. But even when you're building something and somebody come and pinch off your what you gained, but they don't want to go through the pain, whoo, that bothers me. If you want to take from me the things that I've gained, but you like building a legacy for your children and they don't appreciate it.
I'm gonna say that people act like that. The people act like they deserve, like they owed what you got. Like you owed to share what you got with them, but they didn't go through with you to get it. If I decide to give you a piece of my pie, doggone it, that's good. But just because you see the pie don't mean you deserve it.
Come on here. And just because, come on, dude, that's a whole nother subject. Don't be
Like people,
entitled to what I have. We just talked about that last night. Don't be
yeah,
entitled to what I don't do that. I do you know the sweat? What you said yesterday? You know this $20. How much it took for
to
me to
get
give? Come on, Bishop.
yeah, it's and can I share a quick little video? I was
You
looking
got
for the video earlier.
okay. Go ahead.
Let me share a quick little video, and it's just something that explains it shares the fact that so I should tap. It shares the fact that the more you go through, the faster you move. I saw this last night, and I want to share right quick. The more you go through, the faster you move. Can you
Okay,
share, baby?
I got
And
it.
this is scientifically proven. The more you go through, the faster you move. Watch this little video. Now this ball is going straight. It moves slower. This is scientifically proven. But
Come
when you go
on.
through ups and downs, you actually move faster. And so people wonder why, how you getting advanced, how you getting there? Because with God know, the more you go through, the faster you get, the stronger you are. I mean, look, this is proven. The more you go through, the faster you move. I just want to share right quick. I hope it bless somebody's soul this
Can
morning.
somebody put the number one that's rocking out. Did that just help you? The more you go through, the more of ups and downs that you have. Oh, let me undo this. The more ups and downs. Can y'all put the number one? That babe, we didn't got tech savvy over here. You understand me? We didn't got tech. Lamisha, you see us? We over here tech savvy, baby.
And the scripture that goes along with that, baby. I mean, you got to look at the scripture, Romans 8:28. And we get so caught up and we like, God, why me? Why me? Why me? I'm telling you something. I've been in this for a long time now, man. And I've been in this church game, this spiritual game, not this church game, because there's a difference between church game and spiritual game. I've been in this spiritual battle for a long time. And I'm telling you right now, man, I don't say why me anymore because I realize that Romans 8:28 is real. Romans 8:28 is real. It says everything works together for the good of those who love the Lord and who have been called
Come on
according to
here.
his purpose. You are only called because where you are is not where you should be. And you are only called because what you got to go through from where you are to where you should be going to make you qualify for where you should be. So
Mm-hmm.
just because you over there and God is calling you over here, he needs you to get up and move. But when you move, everything you go through from that location to the next location will make you who you should be once you arrive. But get it in your spirit. Once you arrive, don't rest long because he's going to call you again. And then once you arrive, he's going to call you again. That means every location you must go through to qualify for your next destination. But your next destination will not be your last. You have to go through to get to. And once you get there, what seemed so hard before will seem so simple once you arrive.
Baby, do that video one more time. That just bless my whole soul. One more time, one more time, one more time.
Go back one more time. Go back. Where was it?
Look,
I got to
the
go back to a
ups and
here we
downs.
go.
And what people want to do is, what we want to do, I know I wanted to do, is take the straight and narrow. Lord, just let everything work out for my good. I'm thinking about the straight ball. Let everything work out for my good. Let everything be great. I don't want to go through no ups and downs. If I can just keep everything straight, not understanding that it's going to take me longer to get there, it's going to take me more to get there. But if I go through the ups and downs, I get there quicker. And if I learn the lesson in the blessing, I get there quicker. But
It's
it's
like,
all about learning.
it's like when you go down, it's like it's building your momentum. I go faster. I go quicker. And the minutes going straight, I don't go that fast. I want it easy, Lord. I want it easy, but you don't get where you should because you're going so slow. God, take me through. Here I am, God. And the more you go down, the more strong you get, the faster. I love that video, man. I feel love. That's my favorite video now.
So no pain, no gain. Those of you that are joining, that are on, watching the replay, is the topic with our coffee conversation is no pain, no gain. And what I learned too, Bishop, is that in this no pain, no gain, is that every lesson is necessary. Every
Yep.
pain is necessary. Let's talk about that. Like even in our marriage, we talk about it in our book, the ups and downs that we had in marriage, right? The ups and downs we've had in ministry, the ups and downs we had in our money. And those ups and downs allowed us to be able to be stretched, to a capacity of growth. But it was about staying power. I
Yes.
also heard TD Jakes say this, is that you've been in a marriage for 15, 20 years. You don't know nothing. You still got a lot to learn. And I think what happens is, as you said earlier, the development of people in being saints or being saved, nobody want to go through the development
No.
and the change. They don't want to go through the change of marriage. They don't want to go through the change of, in their money. They don't want to go through the change of in ministry. People drop out, quit, and nothing, whatever that's on. But it's the longevity of going through and finding out how to grow and how to develop.
Yeah.
And once you learn how to develop together, the greatness of our marriage, our ministry, and our money is the pain that we experience together. And when I say pain, that means the arguments. For those that don't know, yeah, baby, we have heated fellowships. The arguments of it, the fussing, the the homelessness,
Yes.
because of not budgeting your money right. The repos, because we had one repo. I'm not gonna add no S to that because we ain't never having another repo in our life. We will never be broke another day in our
Hey,
life.
stop. I want to stop right there and say this here because, I want to say this. I want you to test your godliness for a second. I want you to don't test your gangster. I want you to test your godliness right quick. And I want to ask yourself, can you still go to church the Sunday after you lost your house and your car? Can you still show up and worship? I want you to test
Don't
your
have
godliness.
Jesus on the main line.
Can you test your godliness? Because I know everybody want to test their gangster. Test my gangster if you want to. I'll show you my gangster. Don't show me your gangster. Show me your godliness. Be honest with yourself right now. This is one where anybody else in the room, nobody else listens to you. I want you to ask yourself, if you just lost your house, you paid your tithes. Man, you paid your tithes, you paid your offering, and listen, you went to church last Sunday, you went to church Sunday, and you ain't cussed somebody out, you ain't put your hands on nobody, and all of a sudden you look up and your car gone. Not because you didn't pay your car, no, you missed much. You was late, like we all are, and didn't realize that you signed a contract on your car that if you late one day, they can come get it, and they decide to take advantage of that, and you lose your car and in your house, and you show up to church next Sunday.
Come on,
See, that's
Bishop.
what God put us through. Well, this is what we God. I don't know if we say God. We put ourselves through. Anyways, it's what we went through, and we still showed up and worshiped because we realized that we qualified for Romans 8:28. If we know we didn't do nothing wrong, we ain't perfect, but we didn't do nothing to deserve this. God must be up to something.
Right.
God must be up to something. And listen, we kept going to church. We showed up, not because it was perfect, because we realized we can't quit now. What else we gonna do? We know
Right.
that. Let's keep going. And we look back now, and God gave us a new car the same day, first of all. And then God allowed us to move into a better house that was more expensive that we never missed a payment on. Sometimes God will put you through to squeeze you out of where you at.
Woo!
Uh,
Come on, husband.
Sometimes God will put you through to squeeze you out. Ask every baby that was comfortable in the womb
Come
for them
on.
if them to stay in the womb, that means they have to reject going through. But if I'm start going through, it's because God is trying to squeeze me out the birth canal of where I am to spit me into my bigger room.
Come
Some of
on.
us are just stuck in your last position because you're afraid to be birthed out into what God got for you. And we literally got squirrels out of that house. We got squirrels out of that car. We got squirrels out of some relationships. There's some relationships that some of y'all was in, and you want to hold on to knowing it's killing you. Sometimes God will put you through just to squeeze you out. It's not all about what you did wrong. It's what God wants you to do different. I'm going to stop before I start preaching. You muted. You muted. You muted. You muted.
Again, you got to go through. There's no pain, no gain. You literally have to consider, if I'm going through, man, it got to be greatness after this.
Yeah.
And if it is greatness after this, Lord, I'm gonna be steadfast, unmovable, trusting you in your plan, trusting you in your way, and I'm a stand here and I'm gonna just wait to see what's next.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna move if you tell me to move. If you want me to go left, I'm gonna go left. If you want me to go right, I'm gonna make sure that I face forward in everything that I do, because I realize that this pain is necessary, it's needed.
Yeah. I feel like it's on no pain,
Oh my
no
God.
pain. That's
Can
that's
you
on.
get back in the spirit?
I'm sorry. You got
What?
different words on that screen. It just, man, I want to know. She was preaching. She was preaching.
I don't even know the words to the song, but I know that part.
Is that Anita Baker?
I don't know who that is.
Let me know if that's Anita Baker. Anybody listening? Oh, y'all saying.
But that's really you stupid. That's really all I have, man. I just wanted to. I'm like, when I heard that man say that, the greatest reward is an attack,
Man.
and all I could think of, our entire, I think even from kids, because we've been together since we were 14, and everything we've been through, man. It's like God, nobody get the glory but God. Can't nobody get the glory and where we are but God.
That's it.
Nobody.
That's it.
God orchestrated it, He created it, and He planned it.
Yep.
And nobody can get the glory. He gets all glory for where we are. Now, don't get me wrong, learn from people, stand on shoulders, all of that. But when I look at where we are, God, you get the glory, man.
That's
And
it.
that's what you learn through the pain of life, is that God get the glory. Every pain we have, and most of it I done wrote books about, because man, it's painful, it hurts, it doesn't feel good, rejection, denial, doubt, fears, all of that comes with it. It makes you realize that, oh my God. Somebody said this Betty Wright. See, y'all encouraging him. Y'all ain't right. They said it's Betty Wright. Yeah. But when I think of Betty Wright, I think of the fact that she was on to something. She
That's
knew
it.
in order to be in a relationship, you're gonna have to go through some pain.
That's it.
And I say, in order to be in a relationship with the Lord, you're gonna have to go through some pain.
You
And
know,
those pains are necessary.
and I sit back and you gotta acknowledge, right, that greatness has footprints. And one thing in my lifestyle, my 40s that I am in now, I don't like creating new pathways where somebody already made them. And so what I do now, I do a lot of micro-analyzing, greatness. And I began to make lists of people like TD Jakes, people like, we have a lot of non-spiritual people that we watch, Steve Harvey, this girl that you watch on TV who got a podcast now for sisters. What's the girl name? Fatima. We call her Fatima. But all people, the
Crystal.
real Crystal, the
Yeah.
real story. And every last one of them had a struggle before they had a success. They had a strong struggle. And we want everyone's success story, but we don't want their struggle story. And I sit back and I realize this, and I listen to TD Jakes, and a lot of us watch TD Jakes now. I love him. Judge who you want to judge. Watch who you judge, because the Bible says whatever you measure on somebody else be measured on you. So I'm gonna tell you right now, keep your mouth off, man of God. People playing with these social media stuff, man. You better leave these pastors alone. The Bible says clearly, touch time I know to do my prophet no harm. So I'm telling you, but I watched TD Jakes, and I watched the story, and I'm like, man, he went through a long time ago before he left the state he was in, came to Dallas. And look what happened. Look what he birthed into, called the Potter House. Mm-hmm. Look what he's going through now and where he's at now. I can imagine what he's going to get birthed into next. If he survived this drama, he's going to get birthed into a what's next for him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I'm looking now. When I see people go through, I begin to go on warfare on their behalf, because I realize if they come out of this, and listen, if I know I went through before and I got birthed into a small thing, I went through a small thing, got birthed into a little bigger thing, went through a little bigger thing and birthed into a little bigger thing. So you got to imagine, if they're going through a huge thing, man, you better watch out when they come out this time.
Yeah, it reminds me, because, just last year, TD Jakes signed a contract with Wells Fargo to build communities. I could only imagine. You know what I'm saying? What I'm just like, whoa, and it was a couple of billion. So I'm like, man, imagine what he can experience now. So no matter who,
they're gonna come out running for president next time.
Jesus on the main line. But no matter what the situation is, I think is learning this is that if you are in a situation, I want to speak to that person that's watching on the replay before we end up closing out. Listen, are you watching online right now? Is that what you're experiencing is not by chance. Yeah. What you're going through is not by accident. Here's the thing that I love. When you look at Job in the Bible, the enemy went to God and asked God for permission, come here, to touch Job. He could not touch Job or touch his body or anything to that nature until he got permission. I want you to type permission. The enemy cannot do anything to you unless God gives him permission. Yep. There's nothing that he can do unless you just become rebellious, and you said not rebellious, but you just turn your whole face against God and you become a rebel. You just said, I don't believe in God, whatever, that's on you. But those of you that believe in God and you believe and you have faith, that's who I come to talk to this morning. For those of you that believe in God and you have faith and you're walking in it and you're believing God for something and you are in a place of pain, my sister, my brother, let me tell you, the only thing and the only way that this pain happened is because God allowed it. I always say, God, wait, let me pause. If this is happening to me, you got to ask yourself, okay, is this for me to take notes and learn from? Come here, somebody. Is this for me to take notes? Do I need to learn from this? Is this not only for me to take notes? Lord, is it something that I've done? Do I need to do a self-check within myself to be able to learn from this, to be able to move from this? Husband, come back. I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing, y'all. I apologize. But for me to be able to move from this, what is it that I'm supposed to do in this moment? Husband, jump back on. What am I supposed to do in this moment? Y'all, I hit the wrong thing. What am I supposed to do in this moment? You got to ask yourself that. What am I supposed to do in this moment? And if I'm supposed to take notes from this situation, Lord, what am I supposed to do in order to take notes? Because there's something I'm supposed to learn from this, because you gave the enemy permission.
That's it.
Excuse me. And because you gave him permission, I'm going to walk in this thing. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to be like Job. How hard it hit me, as long as I still got air to breathe, I'm going to keep going. I told my husband, being on a cane, being sick, even going through trials and tribulations, that I can't stop. And I want to encourage you, don't stop. Know that there's a gain on the other side of this.
That's
Every
it.
pain we've experienced, we didn't birth out something in it. Woo, come here. Every pain that we experienced, when we had the pain of my daughter that I talked about earlier, we birthed out a beautiful baby girl, changed our life, right? The next pain of going through in our marriage, man, we birthed out some great things in our marriage that we learned and we grew from. Some things we went in ministry, man, we birthed out some great things in ministry. We gained some things in ministry. The things we gained, the things we went in our money, man, we birthed out some things in our money, and our life has been unrecognizable. What am I telling you? Is that go through the pain, but know you're gonna gain something after it. That's all I
Man.
got.
I want to share something right quick while you was looking at that. I thought about something that I want to share one more time. I know I'm sharing these screens so much, but I want to share about a great scripture I want to show you right quick, and I want you to live on this. The scripture says, James 1:1. It didn't say grit through it. It didn't say cry through it. It didn't say suffer through it. It says, James says, a servant of God, the Lord. That is not what I want. What is it? I think it's James 1:2. I'm saying, hang on a second. James 1:2. James 1, let's go ahead and get the whole thing. But it says here, anyways, I can't find it. But anyways, it says, count it all joy when you fall to many trials and many kind. I just had the scripture. Let me see, can I go backwards? Hang on a second.
I
Here,
think I
there we
knew it
go.
was the one.
There you go, two. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. This is right here. It says, count it all joy. Count it all joy. That means if you're going through trials and you're going through suffering, don't think that it's a punishment. Don't think it's a pain. Say, you know what? This is a good thing. Everything works together for the good of those who love the Lord. He says that, great is he that is in me than he's in the world. All these scriptures you can find there and find encouragement, encourage yourself. It is a good thing that you go through, because that means God knows that you can handle it. So this is what I'm
No,
going to say.
go back to it. I want to say, because there was another part in there that I just saw that jumped out to me. The scripture that says, "Your test and try," and put it back up. Let me see. Go. Oh, for you know that the testing of your faith produces
Yeah,
Oh, that leaped out to me. AKA the testing of your faith. Everything that you're experiencing right. Oh, hear me. Everything you're experiencing right now, it produces steadfastness. It produces opportunities. It produces, and lets that steadfastness have its full
full
effect.
effect.
Let it be complete. Woo! That you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. AKA whatever you're going through right now, allow it to complete its course.
That's it.
Don't try to hurry up. God, okay, let me hurry up and get through. Lord, hurry up. I don't care if it's 3 years. Whatever you need to learn in that. The stuff that we went through, I never forget, husband. I broke my toe. It was we were homeless. We all that stuff was going on, and it was crazy. It was back to back. It was like 3 years of famine. I'm like, Lord, where you at? But I would not take them 3 years away, because we were steadfast. We needed God to complete some things in us. And baby, by year 3, chilly, bang, bang.
And this is why we
I'm sorry.
this is why we steadfast. We steadfast. We don't be steadfast now, because when we was in famine then, God kept showing up. God kept showing. He never left us nor forsake us. And so God got to put you in moments of drought to show you he'll be water in drought. He'll be food in drought, so that when you go through in later stages, you realize what this look like. And so when we go through drought now, we realize, okay, let's wait. Wait on it. Wait on it. And he always shows up. So this is what I want to share. My wife said, no pain, no gain. So what I want you to do, let's start sharing our pain story along with our gain story, because gain without pain is false hope. I need us to start sharing the full testimony, because the test is what makes the testimony worth it. So we're used to showing our gain, we're used to showing our success stories, but I want you to start thinking about it. Did I share with them my journey? That's what people's missing. This was giving our children false hope. This was giving our children, the expectation that life won't ever be trouble. It won't be trials. It won't be tribulations. People are starting to kill themselves and do stuff because they're not used to going through. We need to build stronger saints. We need to build stronger soldiers. And the way you build stronger soldiers, they need to hear our full story. Mamas, tell your daughters what caused you to go to church the way you do. All they know is the church goer, but they don't know the club goer. Daddy, start telling your children why mama don't like you. All they know is daddy's a deacon now. They don't realize what daddy was before he was a deacon. Sons begin to talk to your family, your parents. Tell them we need to begin to tell the whole story. And then what you start doing is getting people start saying, "Oh, I get it now. This is what I'm going through." If we don't share our whole story, we're lying to them because they don't understand where the real struggle began. It wasn't just a success story. It was also a struggle story.
I love it. Thank you, husband. Thank you so
Thank
much
you, wife.
for rocking out with me. Put that flyer up here real quick on your other thing that I'm looking at.
In fact, real
Uh,
fast.
I thank y'all for rocking out. Remember, if you're in pain, know that there's a gain. You got to go through pain. No pain, no gain.
Okay.
You won't gain the knowledge. You won't gain the wisdom. You won't gain the perseverance. You won't gain the endurance. I don't know if that's a word. steadfastness. Steadfastness. You won't be able to stand in anything if you do not take the time to go through.
Yeah.
So cry about it. Have your moments. I'm telling you, I've been in fetal positions. I have cried. I have even in our business, we've cried in business. We've cried in marriage. We've cried in every area, ministry. I've cried as a woman, just individual, not happy with some decisions that I made. All of that. You're going to go through that. But I promise you, the outcome of that, oh my God, it is
Straight.
so worth it. Every time we've seen the manifestation of God, as long as we stood, it was only when we quit that we had to repeat the cycle. You don't want to do that. Don't repeat. Let's just keep going. All right. So thank y'all for rocking out. Listen, if you are saying, okay, I want to be at a place and I want to learn how to make sure my finances are where I want to be a good steward. The Bible says, be a good steward over your money, right? Be a good steward over your money. Starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. Starting tomorrow at 7
PM.
a.m. I mean, to Lord, thank you. At 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, because I know we got some people that rock out with us virtually. We're going to be doing a financial empowerment workshop for the next 4 weeks. For the next 4 weeks, a financial empowerment workshop. And in this 4 weeks, man, you're going to learn the power of budgeting. You're going to learn the power of making sure, even telling your money where to go. You're going to learn the power of having more money at the end of your month than more month at the end of your money. Yeah, you're gonna learn all of that. You're gonna learn the tricks and not the tricks, but the importance of doing the making sure that you're able to. Some of you are able to, if you want to go deeper, to leave a legacy for your grandkids, or you just start the process of now making sure that you budget properly. You don't want to miss this. The link is uh in the thing. You can always grab it and go and register for this for tomorrow. Go ahead, RSVP.
I
Listen.
want to add this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to add this because a lot of people say if you want to hide something from, I'm going to say it from African Americans, put it in a book. And I believe a lot of people are starting to break that myth. But now I say, if you want to, avoid somebody from going through something, make the name sound intimidating. And what a lot of our African Americans have avoided financial literacy courses because it make you seem dumb taking it. Well, if I'm taking financial literacy, that means I'm admitting that I'm not literate. Well, one thing I've taught people here lately, be okay with being a dummy. Because if I'm the dummy in the room, when I leave that room, I won't be the dummy in the area anymore. The financial literacy is nothing about being illiterate. It means that I don't know everything there is to know about money. And we all know that. So just say, forget it, get over the stigma, come to this course. Let's learn how to take control of our finances.
Again, thank y'all for rocking out with us. We would love you to be a part of that. Join us every first Monday of the month. That was we talk about coffee and conversation with my honey and my hubby as we rock out. And, we'll come back and talk about business. I don't know what day we come back to talk about that, but one day we got some treats for that that's going to be happening sooner than later. But other than that, I thank you, hubby, for always allowing me to get some of your time to rock out with me early in the morning because
I enjoy it. Every time we talk together, no matter which way it is, I enjoy it. We grow as we share. But I think everybody who decided to chime in, do me a favor, share this live. There's many people out there forfeiting and throwing in the towel. Tell them don't throw the towel in. Get back on the court. Get back on the field. Get back in the game, and realize this is part of the journey.
yep, no pain, no gain. Y'all have an amazing week. Stay
Sing it,
blessed in all
sing
that
it,
you do.
sing it as we go out.
No pain, no gain. That's all I